And welcome back for another rebuild. This time we're going to Portugal and we're going to rebuild Benfica. This is more about the history of Benfica, who is one of the most successful European clubs of all time. Been in the finals of the Champions League on 7 occasions, the final of the Europa League 3 times. Now this year they're sitting in 4th in their league, which for most teams that's not bad, but if this continues, this will be the first time finishing out of the top 2 in the Portuguese league since 2008. This club has a history of great players in Nene Eusebio, who's considered one of the greatest ever, and the Premier League's littered with their former players like Ruben Diaz, Raul Jimenez, Nelson Semedo, Ederson. The list goes on. So let's see if we can take Benfica all the way back to their European glory and win the Champions League. If you enjoy this rebuild, like and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for future rebuilds across any of the leagues, leave them in the comments below. Thanks, guys. So here's the lineup we're starting with. The highlight of the squad is going to be Grimaldo, who's one of the best left backs in the game, and we got a solid goalkeeper, the Greek. Oh man, Flachodimos. Well, yeah. And then we got some older players, so that's what we're looking at this moment. So let's see what kind of moves I can make to improve this team to get back to the pedestal of European football. So we start this rebuild off for a few players. We sold Franco Cervi to Torino for 15.9 million. We sold Andre Almeida to Juventus for 20.6, and the Moroccan Adel Tarap is going to Athletic Club, I believe that's Bilbao, isn't it, for 11.5 million. So we sold Harris Severovic to Monaco for $12 million. I'm kind of thinning my bench out this year selling to get some good players in, because one thing about Benfica is they have a billion players on loan, and I believe 13 to be exact. And a lot of them are fairly good quality players with potential right around 80. So worst case scenario is they come back next year and they fill out my bench nicely. So going to try to sell players this year to get a couple big value players. And we finally made our first transfer in. We've signed the Portuguese right back, João Cancelo, from Manchester City for a little over $75 million. Welcome to the club. He's a player I liked watching when he was at Tottenham, but he's 33 years old, so we sent Jan Vertonghen to Atalanta for $26 million. And then with that, I'm going to train the German Weigl to play center back, since he is listed for all 3 positions there, as you see. Because it's easier to get a center midfielder in, and I think I got a couple that are potential in lower 80s that's come back from loan next year. So that's it for the transfer window. Maybe I'll be able to do more business January 1st window. But let's quickly check out what I believe is the Europa League group is what we're in. I thought we were going to the Europa League. Instead, we're on January 1st. In real life, right now, Benfica is in the round of 32 of the Europa League against Arsenal after they were knocked out of the qualifying rounds of Champions League. For some reason, this rebuild, they're not in either this first season. I don't know if there's a glitch or something there. Don't know. But anyways, I'm over it somewhat. We are leading the league, though, by 1 over Sporting, by 2 over Porto. So that's good progress. So time to check out the transfer window. Yep, not able to pull any deals out, so going to end the year, we'll see if we can hang on to the top spot in the Portuguese league. So for season 2, Gabriel will be going to Rennes, in which we will receive $37.3 million. Mr. Gabriel will be moving on to Rennes for $37.3 million at the start of season 2 next year. And also, Nicolas Otamendi is going to Villarreal for next year for $11.7 million. Play for Unai Emery. Must have remembered him from his days with Man City. So we finished second to Sporting in the league. That should get us Champions League football, but then again, in real life, they were second last year, so I don't know what happened. Really close at the top there between the main 4 teams. Surprising Portuguese Cup final with Boa Vista beating Belenenses. Inter Milan defeated Liverpool to win the Champions League. But respect to our league as Porto defeated Feyenoord to win the Europa League. So, Mr. Waldschmidt, the Germans, led the way with 23 goals on the year, and Mr. Peasy had 8 assists. Here's a quick look at our roster going into next year. Now, one note is Mr. Jardel, who's been at the club for quite a while. This is his last year. He's retiring, so good luck in retirement. So now we're going to go to Season 2, where I think we're going to have Champions League football, but like I said, not sure. And I'm going to have to make some moves. But the good news is we're going to have that loan army back of ours, and we'll have a full roster again of players to do what we need to with. So with that transfer budget plus the $40-odd million we got for the sales of Otamendi and oh man, I forgot the other one, Gabriel. We've gotten returned the Portuguese international Ruben Neves from the unofficial Portuguese team, Wolves, for $104.2 million. Welcome to the club, Ruben. So a few players being sold. Filip Kravinovic, who was at Nottingham Forest, now he's off to Augsburg for $8.2 million. Gilberto's gone to Milan for $8.6 million. Not a bad place for him. Backup goalkeeper Helton Late is going to Wolves for $9 million. Hey, got to work that Wolves connection. And Diogo Goncalves is going to Gladbach for $23.5 million. A good young right back, but I've already got Cancelo there. So a couple more players sold. Rafa is going to Atletico Madrid for $65.9 million, and the Greek Andreas Samaras is going to Marseille for $6.2 million. And all these player moves were to bring in the Portuguese right midfielder, center midfielder Cam Bernardo Silva from Manchester City for $127.5 million. Apparently, like raiding Manchester City. He was out on loan with Spurs. Now he's going to Manchester U on a permanent deal, Mr. Phoenicius, for $59.2 million. We've sold Tyrone Ubuhi to Bournemouth for $2.65 million. So we've upgraded the center back spot. We've sent Ferro to Real Madrid for Eder Militao and spent a little bit more money than I wanted to. It was about $41 million, but I wanted the improvements now. So that's it for this transfer window. As you saw, it was a really busy one. We did make it through both qualifying rounds of the Champions League really easy. So let's go check out our group. And here's that Champions League group we drew. We're going to be battling for second with Monaco. With Bayern will more likely take the group, be my guess. But you never know. We got a solid squad. I believe everybody now in the starting lineups in the 80s. So we'll find out the results here if we make it through the knockout stage. And look at that, we finished top of the group ahead of Bayern. That's impressive. In the round of 16, we will face Atletico Madrid. Really? Who did Bayern get? We got Napoli. I think I'd rather face that. Oh well. Are we on top of the league is the question now on January 1st. And the answer is a no. We are actually trailing Braga by 4 points. They've only drawn once while we've drawn 3 times. Wow. Impressive season for them. So, transfer window time. We sold Chiquinho to Wolves for $18 million. Surprise, surprise. So, we're starting off playing at Madrid here in this opening round of group play. Knockout stage. Militao is out with injury, so Farissimo is in play for him. So, not looking good, but hey, let's give it a shot. Yeah, scoreline says everything. So here we are for the home leg against Atletico Madrid. Still have Militao out, so we're going with Florentino out of position center back. Can we overturn the deficit? Well, we did win a goal by Pizzi, so not too surprised by all that. But let's shift to the end of the season and see how much silverware we can take home. Look at that, we slipped by Braga to win the Ligue Nos. And we took down Braga again to win the Portuguese Cup. That's the domestic double. PSG beat Dortmund to win the Champions League. And Juventus beat Mönchengladbach. Look at that. Pretty balanced scoring all through the front end. So, wow, our Mr. Nunez had 0 assists You gotta try hard to accomplish that. And here's how the lineup looks at the end of season 2. Cancelo's growth has gone way up. He's in the 90s already at age 28, so he went up 2 years at that age. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. I mean, it's not often you have two fullbacks that are at 90, so that's a big advantage. So we'll see what the budget is, and we'll determine everything from there. See you next year. So looking at it, I decided I definitely need to upgrade the scoring possibilities with this team. So we sold Nuno Santos to Braga for 15.6 million, and we've sold the German center forward striker Luca Waldschmidt to Sevilla for 103.3 million. Really like having him on the team, but it's time to make the march to that Champions League trophy. We've sold center midfielder Pedrinho to Roma for $35.2 million. He grew up in our youth academy. He got his start with Benfica. Then he went to Atletico Madrid, and we have brought back the prodigal son, Joao Felix, the center forward, for $229.3 million. But he's well worth it, being almost 90 rated at 22. He is going to bring his youth team back to glory. So we finished transfer period and looking at Champions League group stage, and look at that. We pick Mr. Felix off of Atletico Madrid, and we haven't drawn him in the group. It's actually a really tough group with Leverkusen also in it, and then Lokomotiv Moscow. So let's go advance to later in the season, see if we make it through this group. Oh, we just missed out on qualifying 1 point behind Leverkusen. The difference was we had a draw with Leverkusen, but Leverkusen got a victory over Atletico Madrid, so that was the difference. So we're going to be going through the Europa League. Hopefully, maybe we'll bring home a trophy there. So, league standings. So here we are once again, invincible through the first 15 games with a 1 point lead over Braga, and then we've got a gap to the rest of the pack. So, transfer window coming up. Not sure what to do. And we've won the league title once again with only one loss on the season. Another domestic double. Liverpool defeated PSG to win the Champions League. And look at that, we took on the Europa League title, defeating Inter Milan. Here's a quick look at the stats with 3 guys over 20 goals, and Silva probably would have been close if he didn't get hurt and missed 3 months. The part I like is Mr. Nunez grew 6 this season, which is a large number in FIFA 21. You saw that more in FIFA 20. So as you see here, the perimeters has everybody above 89 or above. Silva would have been 90 if it wasn't for the 3-month injury. So we need strengthen down the middle, maybe. Depending on what we get from the board. Center back, I'm going to need a replacement for Peasy, but I am not going to sell him. He's going to hopefully will take a role on the bench, because I don't want to sell this guy. Team captain, I believe has about 300 appearances for Benfica. I want to keep him at least on the team. So on to season number 4. Let's see if we can match a Champions League trophy with that Europa trophy. So we've went out, got our center midfielder, even though he's more a defensive midfielder, but he also plays up the field. We've signed Rodri from Spurs for $140 million. So a couple bench player sales, since Benfica has a really good crop of young, early 20 players who has good potential on their bench. We sent Alpha Semedo to Burnley for $13 million, and we sent Jota to Marseille for $20.3 million. So we're going all in with this season. We have done a swap deal with Inter. We've sent them Julian Weigl and $40 million. We've gotten back the Uruguayan Jose Maria Jimenez for our center back position. So here we are with group stage of Real Madrid, Ajax, and Young Boys. So not an easy group to get out of, but better than last year. So find out here in a moment if we do. No such problems qualifying this year out of the group. We won the group. But the funny thing is, our two draws weren't against Real Madrid. They were both against Ajax. Go figure. Round of 16, we get RB Leipzig. Now this is dominating a season. 15 games, 15 wins, and we're averaging almost 3 goals a game and giving up half a goal. So, going to check out, see if we do anything in the transfer window. If not, you'll next hear from me for the round of 16 against Leipzig. So here we are at Leipzig. We're missing Consuelo in this matchup. He's out due to yellow card, so Tavares is in then right back. Not bad to have an 81 rated fullback on your bench. Leipzig is a strong team, so let's see if we can pull out of here with a victory. How about a 3-0 victory? A brace for Bernardo and Rodri with a goal. So here's the home leg against Leipzig, and we've got our entire lineup in there, and we have a 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead. So, yeah, formality. Mr. Nunez and Everton with the goals against Leipzig. So as you can see, we've drawn the Spurs in our quarterfinal round. They still got a good portion there with the current lineup. Kane, Son, Lloris in there. So, but we got our full complement lineup. So let's get this party started in England. Can we leave with the goal advantage? Oh yeah, 4-1. Yes, Mr. Silva, Nunez missed a penalty kick too. Militao and Everton with goals. Home leg, we're just going to get straight to it. Nunez is out due to yellow cards. Cadiz is in there. Wow, they won 3-1. I wasn't expecting that, but that still means we advance with our 4-1 win in the first round. And we get to see a familiar foe from earlier in the tournament, Real Madrid. While the other semis, it's Real's rivals Barcelona take on Napoli. So let's get to the fixture. Jimenez is out for this fixture due to yellow cards, so we slid Rodri back in the central back role, and Mr. Pizzi's coming in, leading this team to victory, we're hoping. Can we pull out of the Bernabeu with a win? Oh, wow. Easily. Nunez with a brace, and Bernardo had a goal in the 5th minute. So, we're at home for the rest of this fixture. We got our whole lineup available. Let's get into it. I expect a finals visit for us. 3-2. It doesn't matter. 6-2 aggregate sounds good to me. Everton, Felix, and Nunez with goals. Both Spanish juggernauts went down to the semis. We are playing Napoli for the rights to win our first Champions League title in let's see, 2020, so it'll be almost 60 years. So let's take a recap of what's happened in the season so far in our trophy haul. We won the league NOS, but we did end up losing one game on the year to, I think it was Rio Ave, 14th place team. Ugh. So we will be going for a treble since we won the cup over Guimarães. Beginning of the year, we won the Super Cup over Liverpool. All English League final, the Europa League went to Man U. And here we are playing the finals at Wembley. As you see, we've got a stacked lineup at this season. Even though the middle's still a little low, but the fullbacks in the 90s, our Greek goalkeeper, I'm skipping the name pronunciations, at 91, Felix 92, Nunez at 90. So solid, and Napoli's showing Insignia, Osimhen, and Griezmann up front. That's pretty stout. So let's go on. Can we pull down the Champions League trophy. Yes, a goal in the 66th minute by Nunez. Way to go, guys. This is the first rebuild I've ever been able to win the trophy in the 4th year. My record was the 5th. And a look at the stats. Mr. Felix chipped in 37 goals, 26 in the league, but he only got 3 in the Champions League. But look at Mr. Silva with 23 goals and 18 assists. And also take a look at Cancelo. He had 15 goals from the right back position. So we're going to go to the 5th season, allow them to defend their title, and see if Benfica can pull off a back-to-back treble. So you'll get a short summary, including a quick look at the couple of transfers I make usually begin at final season. So on to season 5 and see you guys then. Another league title for us. We did not repeat as Portuguese Cup champions, though, losing to Sporting. We did repeat as the Super Cup champions, beating Man U. Atletico Madrid beat Chelsea to win the Europa League. But we couldn't go back-to-back the Champions League, losing to Milan in the finals. And here's a look at the stats real quick. Everton came in with 32 goals, 16 assists. That's insanity. One of the reasons I imagine we might have struggled in the Portuguese league in the finals is Mr. Felix apparently missed a ton of games due to injury. And as you see, his overall dropped one, which at the age of 25 means he missed a lot. And here's a look at the final numbers at the end of the year for ratings. As you see, didn't have anybody super high. Cancelo got up to 93. But this team kept a lot of the original members on the team. In fact, this entire substitutes right here are all original members of the team. Now, a couple of them were out on loan. Like Fernandez and was Florentino? Yes. But as you see, this Benfica team there's a reason why they should be doing well in world football right now, because they look like they have a solid backing for years to come, as long as they don't sell or buy off. But that will be the end of this rebuild. It's definitely a short one, and we will be doing another one. Hopefully I'll have it out within a week, because the ones I'm working on right now is one in the French league. So, and I think I could get that one done in a reasonable amount of time. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy, like and subscribe. Any suggestions are welcome in the comments. Other than that, have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week.
You send shivers on my spine.